This is a very brief portfolio prepared whilst our main website is being rebuilt, starting with an introduction to myself and my lifelong concerns as an environmentalist, which started from childhood. I'm a designer, an architectural designer and technologist. I work freelance and self-employed, and this is a presentation you're looking at now, which was made to Hempton Parish Council in November 2019 for an intentional showcase eco-village type community at the Bullock Hills. Tap the Tree Up project was originally co-founded in 2008 and has been proposed for several sites across East Anglia, this being the most recent, at which we gained full approvals from Hempton Parish Council. I've yet to get back to the landowners, being the Rainham Estate. Phase 3, the green eyeball, was aimed for the hard standing at the end once we've moved on to Phase 2, which was Hobbit Homes in the Dingley Dell, which the Parish Council really liked because it would be very low impact. You wouldn't be able to see it unless you knew it was there, really. Phase 1 being to showcase what our proposals were, why we were proposing what we were, a basic understanding of the need for environmental change in the construction sector, and to organise on-site meetings, have an open office, organise eco-festivals, eco-conferences to start to raise funds, and also from day one, for moving on site temporarily, we could start to improve the site just by picking up rubbish while we were there. There's an awful lot of rubbish, and actually some of that could provide the basis for construction materials later on if we stored them and upcycled them. Vivian Woods, the chair, said she could at that point in time at least source shipping freight containers used from £200 a pop. And this was the hard standing area where we could start the ball rolling without causing any impact detrimentally to the site from day one, really. The site, the overview, all in reverse order as suggested by Vivian. This is the Bullock Hills, which is publicly accessible at the moment and maintained by the Rainham Estate, so there is a potential there for them to save money if we take over or took over some of the maintenance duties, and most of us forming the original community and those I've spoken to subsequently would love to have the opportunity to do that and to steward the land in exchange for that opportunity, basically, which they would do anyway even if they owned the site. The common, or it's not a common, but it is treated as a common, is enjoyed by many for picnics and just for a walk through the trees. It's a lovely sight. So that's all in reverse order, as said, all for eco-communities. This is a project for Forsham, now built for upcycled World War II Nissan huts. And this is a project I gained planning consent for Tuesday Marketplace in a 1 metre flood risk zone in Kings Lynn. A partnering team was all formed. The proposals were fully approved in January 2011 by the local authorities, and we were going to have surface fixed technologies which could be easily removed when the flood floods in permanently on site there. Concept graphics showing stilted accommodation or building, and proposals were performed for other flood risk sites across East Anglia, this being a little summary of them. This is the original co-founding officers of our intentional community. The aim from the outset, knowing what was coming, was to get the costs and impact right down to zero if we could, with proposals that could work anywhere for any site, especially having worked on so many already. It's replicable anywhere in any flood risk area for any intentional community, basically. These are the websites lost, Beef Bibliography. I'm based in East Anglia, but I'm prepared to travel anywhere to help any community along the way. Thank you.